Hello, welcome to envaded.com. Today's video, I am going to show you how to use this dynamic library or simply called dynamic page for C++ web server application to display content from the MySQL database. So let's get started. So first, we need to open this web server application and run the application. Okay, now let's go to the apps folder and we'll create another page called mysql.cpp. So we need to create a copy of dynamic.cpp and rename to mysql. And let's modify this one. So I'm going to delete this code because we don't need this one. Okay. Then we need to create object here. Yes, you can create object here. So let's say class mysql public and then MySQL constructor and then the constructor, and then here we're going to create a method called display, and then we'll create private section. Now I have a sample code here, so we're going to copy this one to mysql.cpp. So let's copy these three variables and then let's, by default it has to be assigned to null. Okay, and then we need this header file. Okay, okay. So to compile, it will be exactly the same, but there will be additional parameter. I will show you what are the additional parameters. So to compile, we need to use CL, just type CL, and then D, in 32, and then include. This include is for HTTP response, and there will be additional include here. This would be the location of the MySQL include files or header files. So now let's copy this one and paste it here beside include folder. So here MySQL -5.1.11-win32, if you open this folder you will have include. These are all the header files for MySQL API, and then we have library. Okay, and then include, and then compile the apps folder, and then mysql.cpp, and then the obj apps folder mysql.obj. Okay, let's check. Okay, so obj is created. So the next step is to create DLL. Link DLL, and then the location of this obj, mysql.obj, and then the target dynamic library or DLL apps folder, and then mysql.dll. Now here we need to include the MySQL library. So to do that, just type that slash, and then the library. Okay, so let's check if the DLL is created. Okay, now let's open that page. So localhost apps mysql.dll. Then modify this one, and then we have to pass this abstract class here. And then after that, we need to create private variable for response. We're going to use this private variable response later. Okay. Then this page. Okay, let's compile again. Okay, now we're going to copy this MySQL initialization. So we're going to put it here. We're going to paste it here inside constructor. And then if the initialization is not successful, then we need to print the error. And then we'll set this variable true. Okay, let's compile. Okay, and then the next, to close all connection. So where are we going to put this one? Under the constructor. And it's a good practice to always check the variable before you close it. To avoid accessing null pointer. Okay. Now we have to instantiate the object. MySQL new and then pass this response. When you instantiate the object, always destroy it, because in C++ there is no garbage collection or memory management, so you have to do it manually. Okay, let's compile again. Okay, then let's refresh this page. Okay, now it's looking for library mysql.dll. So this DLL can be found under library folder. So you have to copy this file, okay, from where the exe is located. So the exe is under debug, then put it here. Okay, then refresh again the page. Okay, so access denied for user ODBC localhost. So we need to specify the user and then the password in the database. Um, in the dev, and then the database that we're going to use is MySQL. MySQL. Okay. Let's refresh the page. Okay. Now, next would be copy this code. This code will try to select from the table and display the content. So we're going to put that under method, this method. Okay, now we'll check this variable. If it is failed, then it will not go to MySQL query. It will not execute. Instead, it will return. It will exit from the method. Actually, it's not a method. It should be a function. So we need to return something here. Return one. Okay. Now we're going to use this select from author. So add something here. Query. Okay, no database. Okay. Let's check this one first. and then if there's an error, so we're going to print the error here and then return 1. Let's comment this one first. Let's compile. Okay, then let's refresh the page. We have to call this display here, MySQL display. Compile. Okay, so the table authors does not exist, so we'll create that table. Okay. Let's refresh the page again. Okay. Now we're going to uncomment this. Okay, so how many columns? ID, name, mail. So there's only 3 columns, so we'll display only columns here, and then we'll declare another variable char back 32, and then printf and back. Okay, let's compile again. Refresh the page. Okay. Now we're going to add or insert a record. So let's copy these 3 records, put it here, and execute. Run this script. So we have 3. So let's replace the page. Okay, so let's put break here. Compile again. Okay, let's add more records. And execute the script. Then refresh the page again. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. If you want me to do more programming, C or C++ programming, just let me know. So bye for now.